Hi, I'm Tim Brown, and I'm here with Mark Gonzales, the president of the Hispanic Action Network. And Mark, let's talk about how your organization got involved with this project.
Yes, well, again, it was some of those conversations that we've had at the beginning of how both our communities have been affected by the lack of home ownership. And because of that, we've been able to see how partnering together with Freddie Mac, the potential of being able to educate our communities and the Hispanic community in particular to let them know that this is attainable. It's reachable. It's not something that you'll never be able to have or attain. And so that's what the American Dream, Homeownership Initiative is all about. So we're excited to be able to partner with the Tim Brown Foundation, Freddie Mac, and all the other groups that have come together to make this possible for the community.
Sure. Now, how difficult has it been to get your community excited about, partnering with the government or getting involved with the mortgage business?
It hasn't been that difficult because, again, everything's about the American dream.
Sure.
And because of that, knowing that home buying has always been part of that word, American dream, they realize how important, and also at the same time what it is to that comes with kind of that pride that comes with saying I own my own home. And because of that, knowing that we're making it available and we're also working through churches, they feel comfortable with the church. They're willing to come and see kind of like what happened here, to be able to know we can come in a house, safe environment. They're going to educate us and come out and then get the testimonies of how impacted they were with all the information.
Oh, that's great. Let's talk about the Hispanic Action Network. Can you explain to everybody exactly what you do and how you guys get around the country?
Yes, we're just a large network of churches across the country that have been working together on community initiatives, whatever those initiatives may be, and in this case, in home ownership. So we're excited. We've talked to the networks across the country as we're getting ready to roll out across the country with this particular initiative, and they're excited because people are realizing more and more, especially in the time that we're living in, the importance of owning a home versus renting a home. And so with that, the leadership is excited. The Pew is excited to know that we're coming in a safe environment to let them know this is attainable.
Yeah. So going forward, what do you want the Hispanic Action Network to be able to do with this program? What are you looking to get accomplished?
At the end of the day, first of all, give people hope that you can have a home for the first time in your life, or second time, whatever it may be, with with the way the things have happened in the past with the economy and so forth. Now you can have it once again, and you can come to a safe environment and get that. And at the end of the day, it's about homes. We want you in a home and home ownership. And so that's what we're excited about, as we saw even here today, some of the testimonies of what took place in the first one as we launched here in Oakland, to know that people were genuinely excited, came out here gleaming, that brightness in their eyes and saying, man, for the first time I know, and I don't have to be afraid. That's the thing. We're removing the fear from the eyes and the hearts of the individuals to know I can do this. And then to know we're making all these tools available is phenomenal.
So Mark, we all know what happened some years ago when the mortgage industry crashed, and that created a trust factor. How do you think it's going to be different now?
Well, one of the things, part of what we're doing with this particular initiative is we're working with the faith-based community, okay, and churches in particular, and folks trust their pastors, folks trust their spiritual leaders, and it allows that little buffer that we've included this go around. So we've been able to bring all the same partners and leaders that were a part of buying a home and getting mortgages and realtors that sell homes and so forth, but with the caveat of saying we're also bringing a spiritual element to this, to realize and know that this is a safer place. And then with a partnership with Freddie Mac, that is really this trifecta of relationships coming together, it's made it a way safer environment, because a lot of that, because of the non-traditional lending and the package that has been put together, that's lowered the percentages, has lowered the down payments. Folks are not having to go out there on the edge completely, knowing that it's safe and it's way better than just renting a home. So it's become a way safer environment and a risk factor for the individuals. And the last go around as well, at the same time, a lot of folks went into this blindly. Okay, we had folks that were just giving loans and getting people into houses and so forth with no education. The difference with this initiative is everybody's being educated first. They're being prepared first. So they're becoming educated, they know the process, so they can become successful. So now everybody feels safer. The individual, the mortgage lender that's having to put the money up as well. Everybody feels comfortable because everybody's been educated in the process. And that's the difference between the last time and what the American Dream Homeownership Initiative is doing this time. And it's going to be great, and we're excited. And so are the people, as we saw here today.
Yeah. So many people came out of the seminar saying, wow. And I thought I was ready to buy a house until I went to all the different workshops and realized that I was not educated enough to buy a house. So I think from that standpoint, we're definitely doing the right thing in educating people.
Exactly. And at the same time, though, they realized even if they weren't ready, this is attainable.
Right.
I got hope. I can do this. And that was the greatest thing. We had an individual that we interviewed, and he literally said, I know I can't get a house in the next 60 days, but in the next 6 months, I know I can do this. Right. And that's what this whole thing was all about. They know they're going to be able to have that house in the near future and make a difference. And it's going to make a difference in their life and family.
No doubt.